Hello and welcome back to Sweet Nothings Crochet's videos. Today I'm going to show you how we can work seamlessly in rounds. This is really important when you're working with caps or with doilies where you have continuous stitching and you don't want the line that is the end line for joining showing. Now in this project, if you'll see, this is where the this is where I have ended this line. But if you actually look at the project, you can't actually see, if you look, unless you look really carefully, you can't actually see where I've joined and where I've ended, because there's a small trick in the way that I've ended this stitch. It's a seamless ending or a seamless join. Let's see how we get this done. I've just started with a small swatch of 6 HDC half double crochet in a magic circle. Again, it doesn't matter what stitch we're working, it's just the way we end each row. To see how to do the half double crochet or to do my magic circles, please look at my earlier videos. Now on this video, let's just assume that on the second row we're going to work 2 half double crochet per stitch, right? So this is where we've joined. We worked our 6 half double crochet, that's the first row, and you join with the slip stitch to the last stitch. This is what we always do, right? So I always start every row with a turning chain, as you know. This is your first stitch, right? So we just skip that first stitch and work 2 half double crochet in the second stitch, right? All you've done is miss that first stitch. So 2 half double crochet in the second stitch, and then you work 2 half double crochet as per the pattern or whatever your pattern asks for all the way around. Now if it's a cap, generally the second row is two stitches per stitch. So let's just do it that way. So that's 2 stitches, 3, that's your 4th stitch, and that's your 5th stitch, right? And then we come to that chain 1 and the chain 1 space and that skip stitch, right? So for the last stitch, which is the 6th stitch, you go into that skip stitch, into both loops of the skip stitch, like you would like for a regular stitch, and you're going over that chain 1 that you have done, right? So it just gets hidden and you work your 2 half double crochet as you normally would, all right? And then you chain 1 in that first stitch and you end that first row. For the next row, you skip that first stitch and you work, let's say now the stitch, your pattern again says 2 stitches in every stitch all around, okay? It doesn't matter what the pattern is, we're just working how we need to work it. So basically you're going to be skipping that first stitch and now we're working the pattern, which now I say that is 2 half double crochet in every stitch all around, okay? So we have done 12 stitches, so now you have to do this 12 times. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you've come to that chain 1 space and that skip stitch there at the bottom. Can you see it? So you go into that skip stitch and you finish it off and join with the slip stitch to the first stitch like you normally do. After you've done a few rows, you'll see that you cannot see that line. So now let's see what happens if we are doing it with a double crochet. So again, you miss that first stitch, then you go into the next stitch, and let's say again we are working 2 double crochet in every stitch all around, right? Again, this is just a simple silly swatch. It's not really a pattern. It's just to show you what happens when you're working in a round, right? So I'm not even working 2 double crochet everywhere. I'm just doing a double crochet or a single crochet, 2 double crochet or 1 double crochet per stitch. just so that we get round to the end, and I will show you what we do when we come to that end and how it works even when you're doing it with a double crochet. Just a few more stitches to go before we have the magical seamless finish when working rounds. It's really important whenever you work that you have a good finish for whatever you're working with. And this is a really simple trick that gets it done. That's the last stitch. You've done all the way till the end. You've got that one chain one space and that last stitch. You just work your double crochet like you normally would, and then chain one to finish. And there you'll see with both the swatches you can't actually see the end, and it's a perfect seamless join. I hope you had a creative session today. Do practice on this so you'll get beautiful finished caps at the end of this. Remember to subscribe to Sweet Nothings Crochet's videos, and I'll see you all really soon. Bye bye.